Sorry.
Thank you very much, old man G. Welcome to the world. How's your day going, old man G?
Doing good.
And welcome to the audience to Simply Done, the Twitch channel. This is a channel where young America seems to want to go to get their Twitch shows. And today's show, what a terrible, unfunny, uninteresting show this is. This It's a guy who claims he was in some movie, and just to prove him wrong, I made out with Sabrina Carpenter at the MTV Awards.
Allegedly.
I made out with Sabrina Carpenter at the MTV Awards, and he claims that this guy gave the first kiss to Sabrina Carpenter when they were kids. How old were you at the time, supposedly?
I was 14 and it was in a movie that everyone's seen, so it's right there for everyone. They should all know.
What's the name of it, the movie?
It's called Horns.
All right, is there anybody here who's ever heard of the movie Horns before?
Is it that
I think
one movie with Ron Jeremy?
no, that's a different movie.
It might
I
be.
think you'll probably get flooded with yeses in the chat.
Nope. So far, nothing.
Well, they're probably looking it up. Like, have I seen it? Oh yeah, that's that really good movie that I saw.
You
And then
know
they'll
what? I wish Romina was here. I'd like her to see this.
Yeah, well, she kicked me out because I kept her in a cage. So I took her dog if she's going to kick me out, and I'll keep it until she invites me back.
Oh, you sound hopeful that you would actually get an invite somewhere, let alone back?
Of course. Who doesn't
You're-
want an opportunity to be with a
You're
child
really,
actor?
You're really a lady pleaser, I have to tell you that.
Thank you. I mean, who doesn't want to be with a child actor and cast member of the Ding Dong Show?
You're not a cast member. You're not a cast member of the Ding Dong Show.
If you continue to say that, we might have to press legal charges against you.
Yeah, that's some hardcore slander and defamation of the whole show's character.
I heard that. Hell yeah.
What's this joke that I've been hearing everybody do about how I look like a woman?
Yep. So the other day I was importing the
Seriously?
camera cards.
Hold on,
And then
hold on for 1 second. Seriously? You just heard this?
Yeah, I just heard this joke that's going around that people are like, oh, he's feminine. He looks like a woman.
What is the joke exactly? Like, give me
Like-
some context.
Like people will be like, oh, ha, 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 he's got feminine energy. Ha 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 ha. He's more feminine than belief. Ha 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 ha. He looks like a woman. And I think it's a good joke. I just want to know who started the joke.
Okay. I might have had something to do with it because I was the one that originally saw that you walk and kind of move like a woman. And then you have super soft features, really girlish hair, a girlish complexion, you even have girl hips.
And Don?
So I might have been pointing that out on a show and somebody might have picked that up. Yes, Omeji.
He looks a lot like that girl that holds your Instagram for the Ding Dong Show every Monday night.
Yeah,
Actually, that's who it is.
that's what I
That
was
girl?
saying when I
Oh.
imported the camera cards. I was like, who is this girl blocking Dawn from the peanut gallery camera?
Seriously? He blocks
Yeah.
me? He blocks me?
Well, just for a second, and as they were moving, I'm like, what is this girl doing? Why is she bothering Dom before the Ding Dong Show?
Because
By the
when
way,
you have a mentor as good as Don, you have to take every opportunity to be around them and learn from them.
thank you, Michelle. Thank you.
It's actually Mitch.
When? Since when?
Since forever, there's no, if you spell my full name, Mitchell, there's no E at the end.
I think that's the Canadian spelling. That's with the E at the end.
Yeah, it's Michelle
Uh,
Madison Starr cummed in by a bunch of men.
Madison Starr was supposed to be my name if I was a girl.
Hey, you know what? Here's a funny joke. You know, like you were saying that people say that you look feminine.
Yeah.
You think that's a good joke. Here's another good joke. The name of your show is Mitch and Friends.
And friends.
And Friends.
Yeah, well, I had a friend here before he left when I came.
Who was it?
His name's Tony. He's a musician, and he lives here. And then when I came in, he said, actually, I'm going to go. So, and to anyone that thinks I'm a woman, how do you explain this thing?
Hey, was that a message? Was that the message, old man G?
If I'm a woman, how do you explain this?
What is that?
Oh, your vibrator.
It's not a
That's
vibrator.
a vibrator.
It's
Hey,
cool.
can you do me a favor, please?
Yeah.
On Simply Down the Twitch, we don't do that kind of stuff. Hide the vibrator. Just put it aside, please.
It's okay. I'll put it
Please,
aside.
please, just put it aside.
I'll put it aside, but it's a razor to shave my beard.
Oh, you mean
You
the
mean-
guy that hangs out with you?
No, it's
That's the
my
girl,
razor
right?
to shave my beard.
I don't think it's called a beard. It's a patchy, unkept cunt hole.
Let me ask you this: is Romina a beard?
No, Romina's a great.
Can you
producer
shut?
and
Hey,
beat
Miss, can you shut the fuck up? I'm asking Mary Jane.
Okay.
Is Romina a beard?
I think that I know for a fact she is an excellent producer and an excellent mustache comber,
Oh yeah.
and I do not understand why she puts up with Mitch locking her in a cage. Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please, Omanji.
Why is Mitch shaving our producer with a vibrator?
I don't even want to get into it.
Okay, fine. If I'm a guy, then how do you explain the fact that I have tank tops? Guys' tank tops.
Women wear those too.
Those were huge in the lesbian community in the 90s, and I think fashion's coming back.
Yeah, that's what you remind me of now that I think about it. There's another Canadian, Avril Lavigne. She used to wear those tank tops a lot.
Yeah, she looks this Michelle looks a lot like Avril Lavigne.
Did she have fashion? Was she fashionable?
I'd say so.
Okay, well then
You
yeah.
you don't know Avril Lavigne?
I mean, I've heard of her, but like if she doesn't have something as big as horns, then why would I hear about
Wait a
her?
minute. Oh, everything she's done is bigger than horns. You've never danced at a roller skating party to Skater Boy?
No. No, I don't understand.
She's one of Canada's finest exports. Have you ever heard of the band Sum 41?
Yeah, of course I've heard of Sum 41.
Avril Lavigne used to go out with the lead singer.
That's cool. Then she was probably like just as famous as I was at some point.
I'd
Like she
say
went out with
Mitch
the lead
and
singer of Sum 41. I made out with Sabrina Carpenter. I'd say we were about equal famous.
okay, I would say that Mitch looks more feminine than Gina Gershom in the movie Bound wearing a white tank top.
You ever seen that movie?
No.
Oh, you got to. It's pretty good.
It's about two lesbos going at it.
I don't think Romina would appreciate being called a lesbian.
What do you mean?
She
Well,
said
if I'm
she
a lesbian,
identified
then
as
that makes
that.
Romina a lesbian.
No, she said she identified as a lesbian like several times on air.
Yeah.
Oh. I
And
didn't know that.
in all honesty, when was the last time you had sex with her? Never. She told
All the
me.
time,
No,
24/7.
That's not true. Where is she now? She had a
Well-
friend come over. She had one of her lesbian friends come over, and she got rid of you.
That's just temporarily. She did say don't come back, but that was, I think she was trying to make a joke.
Did you or did you not kidnap her dog to try to get attention?
Yeah, of course I did. Look, come here. Come.
While he's doing that, we have a couple comments.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Cyberstalker Twin says Mitch doesn't get invited to parties.
Yeah,
And I think
believe
that's probably
that's
true.
Who's going to invite Mitch to a party?
I got invited to a party by a guy named Sean Combs. Maybe you've heard of him. Super famous rapper.
Was there another one that you read?
We also have one from Cyberstalker Hi-Fi that says Mitch got mistaken for a woman in the woman's restroom. And says allegedly when asked what he was doing there, he said he was
Ow.
adjusting his tampon. So I think that's pretty
Oh,
much evidence, right?
I'm going to say yes.
And then we have another one
Ow.
from
oh,
Cyber.
his
Go ahead.
dog's biting him.
That's how she
Her.
shows love.
And it's also how she tries to get away from you.
No, it's how she shows love.
That's how you can tell how much the dog takes after Romina. By how much he's trying to get away from him.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
I'm not talking to you, stupid
Oh.
bitch.
I don't think Mitch can do anybody a favor unless it's being
I'm asking you, Omeji. Let's not mention Romina. Every time I sit here and I think of what this guy, this fucking bitch over there, is doing Romina, it makes me want to kill her.
What?
Not the producer. He's talking about Michelle.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Definitely
Okay.
Michelle. So just
That's fine.
don't bring up her name, if you would, please.
Sure.
It
We
makes,
have
it
another.
makes me very sad.
Maybe we can wash it down with another Cyberstalker twin comment that says, "Why is your hand signed for saying when you shave your beard, just like when you jack off guys?"
I don't actually jack off guys, but I do shave
You've
my
never done that? You've never jerked off a guy? Bullshit.
No.
Not even when you were a kid and like the neighbor that lived next door to you, the oldest kid in the neighbor's house, used to make you suck his dick. You told me he did.
Well, when I was a kid, I did that all the time, but that's just what you did with friends. That's different.
I've heard that actually.
It's amazing. You talk about friends, and yet I've never seen you with a friend. I've heard you call me a friend, and I'm not your friend.
Yeah, exactly. You're more like a mentor and a father figure.
Don't think so. Okay, so what's going to happen on today's Michelle and Friend show?
And
I got a couple jokes that I can do for you.
And obviously, you need my help.
Yeah, I mean, as my mentor, I was hoping you could help punch them up.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
So, when you know what what they call a song about tortillas in Mexico? They call it a rap.
Okay. All right. Can I throw it? Do you want some help?
Yeah.
Do you know what they call tortillas in Mexico?
a song about tortillas in Mexico.
Okay. Do you know what they call a song about tortillas in Mexico?
What?
A rap. And it makes me think, I just wish Romina knew she could come over, live in my place. She's got a room of her own that locks from the inside, cable TV. None of it comes out of her pocket. I just wish I could hold her tight, and never let her go. But those are the cards I've been dealt.
Okay, so let me try it. Did you know in Mexico they call a song about a tortilla a rap? And it makes me think Romina it makes me think that Romina needs to come over because she's got a room
with Don. To be with
Don.
Don.
Remember?
To be with Don.
Yeah, it's
Romina needs to come over to be with Don because she could have her very own room with a lock inside and a TV and cable, and none of it comes out of her pocket. And all I want to do is just hold her.
no. Don. All Don wants to do.
Oh, and all Don wants to do, let me change that, is hold her and hug her. But those are the cards I've been dealt.
That's good. That's good. You're getting good at the delivery too.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have another one I could help you with?
Yeah, I do. All right. So this one's really funny. You're going to love this one. So the child refused to nap. So she was found guilty of resisting arrest.
The child refused to nap. So she was charged with resisting
Resisting arrest.
arrest. but it makes me think. I would like to soak Ramina's. Don would like to soak Ramina's fingers in sugar water and suck on her fingers so I could go to sleep. But those are the cards I've been dealt.
Is that going to be funny or is it too graphic?
I think.
Oh no!
works
Hey, wait
as
a
long
minute!
as-
Wait a minute! Hold on, Mary Jane. You make
Yeah.
your own decisions. You've made a lot of good ones so far. You want to listen to somebody who knows what they're fucking doing? Every night I'm at the Comedy Store. Why? Because I suck? No, because I know what I'm doing. How many nights a week are you at the Comedy Store?
One, as a cast member of the Ding Dong
No.
Show.
0, because you're not a cast member of the Ding Dong Show.
Okay. Well, I trust you. I trust you. I'm going to do it. So, a child refused to take a nap. So they were charged with resisting arrest. And it makes me think, and it makes Don think, that he would like to soak Romina's fingers in sugar water and suck on her fingers to help him go to sleep. But those are the cards I've been dealt.
I'm following it. It's just like, and then you get
so good.
and you get the punchline. It's so fucking good, man. So fucking good.
It's like something everybody's been through, kind of, like everybody can relate to it.
Or somebody wishes they could go, or they've had the same thoughts.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah? It's relatable? Okay. I like that. Okay. I got another one.
Wait a minute. Let's wait for Mary Jane.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't see you, Mary Jane.
Okay, I'm coming back.
While we're waiting on Mary Jane, is when you said Sean Combs, is that a comb that you've named Sean, by the way?
No, it's a guy named Sean Combs. He's a famous rapper.
Yeah, I just want to make sure there wasn't just actually
I'm coming.
an object.
Is he the guy that took a song that was a Police #1 hit throughout the world that Sting wrote, and because he used it without asking Sting's permission, now he gets $2,000 a day in residuals, and since the song was released in 1997, he's gotten $20 million from it. Is that the kind of sampling you mean, you stupid fucking chick?
$20 million.
I think so.
I guess so, but I don't think that's the thing that made Sean Combs very famous.
Speaking of 20, today's the 17th episode of the Mitch and Friends show.
No friends ever. What? How is that, Old Man G? No friends.
That's not true. I've had plenty of friends on.
No, you haven't.
Hold on, Old Man G. What is that?
Well, I thought we could find him a friend and bring him on for him.
I don't think you're going to be able to.
Who's this guy?
Cyber Stalker #1, the only friend that you ever could. He's not even a friend. The closest
'cause
thing
he's
to
a
a friend
fan.
you'll ever get. Cyber Stalker #1, the closest thing to a friend you'll ever get. Welcome, Cyber Stalker.
Hey, Cyberstalker.
Thank you very much. I've just landed, so finally got everything sorted. And calling me a fan is a bit of a stretch, mate. Like, a viewer from afar, maybe. A fan is stretching things.
Well, have you seen horns?
I have not.
Oh.
Have you ever bumped into somebody that has?
Yeah, a couple times.
Do you wear eye
Michelle,
makeup?
I think Don was asking Cyber Stalker that question.
No, actually, is that? Are you wearing eye makeup, Michelle?
No, that's just how naturally beautiful my eyes are.
All right.
I have a bone to pick with Mitch anyways.
Go ahead. Why don't you take care of this Cyberstalker one?
Well, the guy's always going on about how he has friends and then they never show up. But then you send the guy a message on Instagram to be like, hey, I'm coming to LA. I see that you do open mics at certain places. Is this a good place to go to? Fucking radio silence. Wait
a minute. Hold everything. Let me try to understand what you're saying.
Hmm?
Where are you from?
Australia.
Okay, so that's a long way. So you got in touch with Mitch, said you're going to be in town, and you asked him. Did you ask him specifically about clubs?
I did. I asked him specifically about the Kookaburra Club because I thought he mentioned that he performed there previously.
Okay, and then
He asked me because I'm a
hey,
real
shut
comic.
your fucking mouth, you dumb fucking chick. But you asked him, and when you asked him, he never returned the text.
No, ghosted me. Went on scene and then just not even a response. I think there's been 3 of those now so far.
3 of them. So why
Yeah.
are you coming on as a friend on the Michelle and Friends show?
Well, we'll put the asterisks next to the friend thing.
Yeah, it's no. This for Mitch on the 17th Mitch and Friends show, which never had a friend. I'm saying Cyberstalker #1 is the closest thing he could ever get to a friend.
Wait a minute.
This is true.
Hold on. Michelle, have you ever seen Belinda Carlisle?
I've never seen Belinda Carlisle.
But I
No,
mean,
but
have you ever
sounds
seen?
cute.
You ever heard of a band called the Go-Go's?
Yeah.
She was the lead singer of the band the Go-Go's. I was gonna say you have the exact same hairstyle as Belinda Carlisle.
Yeah, I got a rock star hairstyle. I get told that a lot.
Yeah.
A girl rock star hairstyle.
Ooh,
That's-
baby,
out your eyes.
know that's what. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
See, rock star.
Who are you talking to?
I was
So
looking at my
Cyberstalker.
guitars that I have because I'm a rock star.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cyberstalker, you said you were in town. Is
Yep.
this because Michelle was harassing your significant other a few months ago?
That is true as well, trying to force himself upon her.
Oh, you're the one whose mom and your wife came out here. By the
I am.
way, just so you remember, I was really cool. I didn't do it. I turned down the steamer on your wife. I can't say the same about your mom. And
Not
let
more
me
than
tell
fine
you
with
this:
you with my mom.
she was very aggressive.
She does do that. It's the Canadian in her. It's like that. It's like angry fever just comes out.
So, did you have something you had to tell Michelle?
It's actually Mitch.
When did you change
Well,
it?
it all depends. If you guys want me to do that now, I can.
Just
I-
let him know what he has in store, because I think you're going to be right around his neighborhood in the Comedy Store for the next week. So yeah, do give him a little tease of why he should watch his back.
If I look out my window right now, I can see the Comedy Store, and it's very lovely. But I have received a letter from the Canadian government about Mitch and his chances of returning to the home
Okay,
country.
we'll save that for Monday. We'll save that for Monday.
Yeah.
Now, how traumatized was your wife after Mitch did what he did to her?
Well, it was interesting though, because she was kind of into it because she did want her first lesbian experience.
Oh,
But
okay.
then it was he was pretty handsy, and that kind of threw her off a bit. But the idea of kissing another girl did kind of cross her mind a bit. So,
Well,
was
if I'm a
interesting.
girl, how do you explain this? Girls don't use Old Spice.
strong enough for a man, made for a woman.
So I have a completely different recollection of that night.
Do you? Because it's all on camera.
I do. Sometimes cameras lie.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Sometimes they do, yeah.
I'd like to see that, hear about that. And yeah,
Like everybody says, oh, on camera you look feminine, but everyone knows in real life I look like a man. That's a perfect example.
has anybody actually ever said that to you before?
Well, no, they don't
Besides
have
your-
to. 'Cause
besides
it's
maybe
blatantly
your mom?
obvious. It's blatantly obvious. They don't have to say it.
I think it would be probably better if they did say it, just for your own ego
Well, you know
and
what?
self-confidence.
Tomorrow at the Ding Dong Show, I'll ask everybody, and they'll all be like, "Yeah, it's
Oh,
obvious
don't worry.
the whole time that he's a
I'll be
man."
I'll be there to take a poll. Don't worry.
Yeah, and then you'll have evidence that everybody thinks that I look like a man.
Yeah, the difference is when I take a poll, it's writing down like people's answers. When you take a poll, it's from a dude named Ricky.
There's no evidence of that.
Okay, Michelle, did you have another joke for Don to punch up for you?
Yeah, I got one more.
Nice.
Don, is that okay with you?
Hey, Michelle, has anyone ever told you your hair looks like Belinda Carlisle?
Yeah, I get told I have rock star hair all the time. They're like, "Have you should be a rock star."
I, I'm hearing you. I know that Cyberstalker was going to say something to you, so he gave him a chance. All I hear is your fucking mouth yapping, yapping, yapping. Why don't you act more like a lady, Michelle? People don't like overzealous girls.
Yeah, but they love dudes that chase them. Every woman is into that. When a dude is like super clingy and always chasing them.
Well, what are we doing next, Mitch?
Oh, I got a joke for you. You're gonna love this one. How do you make a waterbed bouncier?
How do you make a
fill it-
waterbed bounce?
Yeah, you fill it with spring water. You get it?
Barely. I know it needs to be punched up a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
How do you make a waterbed bouncer? Use spring water. I would think that Romina should get out of the situation she's in, move into the apartment where she's got a door that locks from the inside. She's got cable television, not paying a dime of it. All of it's hers. There's a parking place, and she has friends. We have 2 guest spots in the garage.
But those were is that the end of it?
But those
Don,
were
is that
those were the cards that I was dealt.
Okay, let me try it. So how do you make a waterbed bouncier? You fill it with spring water. And I would think that Romina should get out of the situation she's in right now and move out of her apartment and move in with Don, where she'll have a lock from the inside, cable TV, and a parking space with 2 guest spots in the garage. But those are the cards I've been dealt.
Oh, fuck. You
that
know,
was good.
it's funny. You tell a joke like that, and then it makes me think, I've watched you before, and on stage you're atrocious. And how you can tell a joke so funny with just a little help from me.
And Don,
Yeah.
he sort of, when you punch up his jokes, he sort of reminds me of a Lady Dennis Miller.
Oh,
Yeah, and Dennis Miller was hilarious.
But would he be as hilarious if he was a lady?
If he was Denise Miller, probably just as funny.
Okay.
Anyways, fans of the show, it is currently 6 o'clock, and I know you guys all begged me to go for 4 hours. But
Well,
unfortunately,
Michelle, let me remind you, for at least the next week, you have a cyber stalker in your neighborhood to hold you accountable for all your misconceptions and abuse.
there's been a
yeah,
lot of
and he
things
can
said.
finally shut down the rumor that I look feminine when I go tomorrow and he takes the poll about how many people think I look like a man. His camera's live.
Hey, can I point out something? There's a cyber stalker in town, and Mitch moved houses.
Oh.
He's blamed it on Romina, but I think maybe we've stumbled upon something else.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have told him I was coming first.
Pure coincidence, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how long it
And it's
takes him to
also
find
pure
this new
coincidence
place.
that the entire time you're in town, I will be away from that apartment and in this one.
Mm-hmm.
What's the street address on that one?
It's actually in Koreatown on Normandy.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go.
I'm just trying to complete this stuff on my little card that I have for you. What's your social security number?
It's 351
Yeah.
820218. Why?
Okay.
I think he's lying, Don, because he was born in Canada, so I don't see how he has an actual social security number.
We do have them there. That's a sentence. We do have them.
But does it transfer over to America?
No, you have to get your own one here because it'd be two different ones. So you'd have your Canadian one for working and doing stuff in Canada, but that wouldn't work here. So he's talking shit.
What did
Okay.
you need my social security number for?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Romina will take care of it. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to mention her name again.
All right. Well, that's my time on the show.
Michelle, you don't get to do anything without my consent. So
Oh,
we will
sorry.
say goodbye when we're ready to say goodbye.
Okay.
Why don't you thank all your guests?
Thank you, all my guests, and my best friend Don, and
Not
my
your best
friend
friend.
Cyberstalker1,
Not your best friend.
It's not your best friend either.
and also the best moderator in the business, Old Man G, and the best producer tied with Romina, Mary Jane.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, Don, do you have any final words?